George, you channeling your Mike Flanagan?
Very good.
Yeah, a little bit.
guys.
Yeah.
That was amazing. A huge shout out to George for editing all of that and putting it together. I really was putting the pressure on them to make the intro for tonight, and I really, really appreciate you getting it done for tonight. Like, thank you so much.
Yeah,
that was
no problem.
amazing. So now that we've had our intro, our very seeing our family as they once were, of course, we cut back to the Lysanders at Elysium. As they are, the Elysium is still, the night is still young, and there is still time. And where we left off last, our coterie, our newly introduced coterie to Chicago, to most of the kindred of Chicago, the ones that showed up at least, they were introduced as the three Lysanders, a new coterie. Alongside their sister Val was a fourth member of the coterie, though she is traveling and not with us. They were introduced to all of Chicago. Dorian met some of the Ventrue of the Ventrue inner circle, as some would call it. He got a glimpse of the old boys club style that is within the Ventrue and a little bit of how they operate with Horatio Ballard and Alan Sovereign. Those two, child and sire, believe it or not. They heckled the Lysander family and the struggles that they've been having with their business. But Dorian stood his ground and was able to show them that he has plans for the company. He's willing to change things. As the fresh blue blood coming in for the first time, impressively, he stood his ground. And then, of course, there was Silas Jr., meeting with his clan Tremere, and the regent, Abraham Dusable. Learning that the Tremere, a smaller group definitely than the circles of Ventrue and Toreador, the Tremere are a bit more working their way and a little on the outs of the Camarilla, but still seen in the eyes of Prince Kevin Jackson as a useful asset. However, the Tremere themselves and Dusable himself had some unique information to provide Silas about some of the other families that have a very, very interesting past. One individual he pointed out. It begs the question to wonder, how much information does the Tremere have, and what other information might they be seeking? And then Willow. Willow at Elysium, she, first of all, had a premonition about a Toreador being executed. And sure enough, that came to light when Prince Kevin Jackson took the stage and called out one particular Toreador who went against the prince, apparently not multiple times, and in a final act of defiance, embraced somebody he wasn't supposed to, who turned out to be a thin blood. Unknown where this thin blood is, as it seems as you all look there and listen, the thin blood is not in attendance tonight. But Willow saw that, and despite trying to warn the Toreador, and was kind of looked down upon by the other roses, was kind of shooed away. And as she saw the sheriff of Chicago and his hounds take the stage, she did also see somebody on the stage who looked very familiar to her. And with some thought about it, she realized that person, that was her sire, a Malkavian by the name of Alexa, who took the stage, and the two of them had a quick interaction, but Alexa is a hound of Chicago, which means that they have a lot of business they have to take care of. So they didn't have much time initially. And of course, now the coterie, along with Jacques, and Silas Sr. have been asked to meet with the prince personally. Unsure of what this meeting entails, the group of you make your way up the stage and to the back stage as you walk in this beautiful symphony hall. Some other kindred do notice you all walking up and taking your way, and you may see a few whispers here and there, but it's not uncommon for the prince to occasionally call people backstage after an Elysium to have some business to discuss. And now it is with all of you. So, you all make your approach toward Prince Kevin Jackson. He stands there.
On our way there, do I see Alexa by any chance?
You do see Alexa. You see actually both hounds, Wanaka, who is the Nosferatu, and you see Damien.
Before starting our business with the prince, I give a nod over to Silas Sr. And we have like a sort of box we walk over to Alexa with. As we agreed, thank you for your help. I'm sure you will find this is more than satisfactory for your needs.
Excellent.
We had to bribe a few officials and stuff like that to get in the country, but okay.
Good.
Jacques hands you a box, and Jacques, do you want to describe what this box looks like?
Looks it's a wooden box. It's a little ornate, but opening it up inside, you see a death mask, a clay sort of carving or impression of a person's face.
Ooh.
They said she drowned a long time ago. And her face might look recognizable, but yeah. Thank you again.
Perfect. Thank you for this.
And Jacques, not being one to want to upset a hound, steps back and basically waits for Kevin Jackson to speak to us.
Yeah, they'll nod to Jacques and take the box and close it up.
You all approach, and you see Kevin standing there, and he's finished saying a few words to Damien. Damien nods and walks over to Alexa and Wanaka. And they're still in the room, though not fully paying attention to the conversation you're about to have. They are present. You all approach Kevin Jackson, and he stands taller than all of you with his very well-tailored suit. He adjusts his cufflinks slightly and looks at all of you. Well, if it isn't the new coterie, how did Elysium fare, all of you? Did you enjoy your time?
We did.
Yes, sir, of course.
It's been interesting.
Interesting.
First Elysium.
Anything standing out to you? Anything you learned? I'm curious to hear. You don't have to answer with one-word answers. You can tell me exactly what you think.
People are pretty cliquey around here, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
It doesn't seem like anyone's very keen to make friends either. Well, except for a few people.
It would depend on who you're looking to talk to, yes. Some are keen to make friends. Some, yes, keep to their circles. I'm sure all of you will find your circles in due time. If you haven't already.
I think there's a lot to learn here from a lot of more established kindred.
Indeed. It is always good to learn new things. It is important to make these connections, but don't let your youth be something that can be underestimated. I I'm actually, what some would say, quite young to be a prince. One of the youngest in the Western Camarilla. And I know there's the snide jeers and remarks behind the scenes that how I came to power. By the way, the music is very loud. I don't know if anybody I agrees. I can't even concentrate.
Sorry about
on
that.
Can somebody please tell the orchestra that to turn it down?
Hey!
We're having a conversation. Cut the music, please. Thank you. No. He continues. Don't let they've said things about my youth and becoming prince, but I'm here. I was able to take this very quickly. I'm not going to get into the details, of course, of how it happened, but don't let that be something that holds you back.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you, Prince Jackson?
I do mind a bit, but
Fair.
I can tell you that I'm older than your father, Silas, but younger than Jacques.
Well, I know that wisdom comes with age, but I've always felt that fresh ideas always come from the younger generation.
Yes. Almost a very Anarch thing for you to say, but... but no, I think there's some... You're getting called out by the
Bijan's face, he's like, oh, no.
Did I say the wrong thing?
Oops.
No, I think there's some merit to that. You see, the most recent thing I allowed into the city was Clan Lysander, and that was something that many people had opposition to, many of the old guard.
It was a wise
Yes.
decision as usual, my prince.
Jacques, you don't need to act this way. This is a candid conversation.
Of course.
Pleasantries.
Of course.
I should mention, though, Jacques. Maybe not in front of the children.
Of course.
Well, I was just wanting to get a little bit of insight from our newest coterie, how they enjoyed Elysium. But there is also a reason I brought you all back here. I'd like to send you all on a job for the Camarilla. You're first. First of many. You are new to the city as kindred, and I see use in all of you. I see purpose. I'm glad to see you all in various clans. That isn't just Ventrue. I'm sure each of you have your own skills that you can use. With the events that happened during the Taste of Chicago, and that being an open feeding ground for us, we've lost that territory for now. I'm looking to get some new territory. I'm hoping you all can help get that territory for me. It's a bit east Chicago. It's, well, recently there's been some Anarch activity in the area. They've taken some claim on it, as they would call it. But the Anarchs in Chicago, they're not quite... They're more like little bugs. They don't really have a lot of power. They just spread themselves around. So I don't anticipate there's too many in the area, but if you wouldn't mind having a conversation with them, I would prefer it to be dealt with peacefully. Get them out of the territory. It's important we get that area.
Where are we talking, Gary?
Thankfully not Gary. Not that far out, at least. No, it's still within the city limits. It's more up by Wrigley Field in that area.
And do we have anything to bargain with? Or is it just gonna take our good convincing?
In truth, I haven't really spoken with many of the Anarchs. You know, we do invite them to Elysium, but they rarely attend. A shame.
And what's their whole deal again?
Their deal is they are trying to bring their own thoughts to Chicago, kind of get rid of the old ways of the Camarilla. You see, Camarilla, though we do have our own unique traditions here in the city, the traditions do date back many, many, many centuries.
Oh, I should have no problem talking to them then. I mean, that's like practically every art student at my university, so.
You might not be wrong there, Willow. I think there's a lot you may be able to convince them of.
And just out of curiosity, what if talking doesn't work?
Well, I suppose you will have to figure that out. As long as it doesn't cause any masquerade breaches.
Oh, Dorian apparently carries a
Oh.
gun, so.
My prince, we will figure this out. We don't need any help.
And that's why I brought the Lysander family on this. I'm sure you have your resources to deal with these kinds of things. I shouldn't have to baby you all through it.
And if you want this to be peaceful, we'll make it peaceful. There's always a way to negotiate the deal the way that you want it to go.
I agree with that, Dorian. Willow, as they're talking,
Yeah.
you begin to hear those whispers again.
Not the whispers.
Not the whispers again. God damn it.
They speak to you,
Okay.
but then you hear a voice.
Oh, that's new.
A person. Across the room, you hear Alexa.
Oh, parent.
You had better pay attention, but I do want to talk to you before you leave.
You hear that in your head.
She sent message.
Yeah, they did. Oh my god.
Yes, they did.
I think she will kind of turn and look at them like from across the room, one of those like, and just note it like, okay, yeah. Can I respond back?
Try to. You say something in your head.
She'll just say, okay, on my way out, I will. And
Alexa,
she just like looks at you as she says it. To see if it
you may notice, Alexa, that it looks like Willow may have been trying to say something, but no.
Yeah.
You do not hear the response.
She gives a.
She'll just very subtly
Willow.
nod to you.
Yep, what?
The fuck
Focus.
are you doing?
I was talking to somebody else.
Malkavians, am I right?
Kevin pays no mind to this, and he continues. I have the location. I will send you the exact coordinates on where it is in Chicago. I believe it's a small coterie of Anarchs that may be planting their roots there. They hang out at a local park, not far from Wrigley Field. That's where you'll probably find them.
All right.
Okay.
We will take care of this for you.
Seems
and we'll
simple
do it
enough.
quietly.
Yes. Once it's dealt with, we can claim that area as our own for feeding, and you all may be able to establish that as a place to feed as well. Though I'm sure you have your own areas to feed within Gold Coast.
Well, we'll show you how good we are as a family.
Of course.
We'll show you what we can accomplish together.
Mhm.
And then we'll see what the next job holds.
If anyone has the means to do it, it's us.
Oh, of
I tr-
course.
I trust you all will not let me down.
We won't.
He says that with a confidence that stirs in you slightly. That, yes, he's just a man, a kindred like any other, but this is the man who has the power to take you out in an instant. As you see his loyal sheriff and hounds right next to you, it sinks in a little bit who exactly you're dealing with. But you all he will dismiss you all from the room if there's no other questions that you have.
Yeah, no, I think.
Thank you for your time, Prince Jackson.
Silas actually has been quiet in this. Silas Senior, I should say. And Jackson looks at Silas. Silas and Jacques, I would like to have a conversation with the two of you separately. Your children are dismissed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll catch you kids back at home, right? And
Do you
I
want
look
us
at
to
the
wait for
prince,
you?
right? Like, getting confirmation.
He just looks at you.
Yeah, right.
We shouldn't wait for you?
No,
We won't
it's
wait
fine.
up.
We'll get another car back.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, yeah.
Jacques, you stand before Prince Jackson alongside Silas. And he looks at the two of you. Silas, Jacques. Your children seem to be handling themselves well, but I need to remind you all that we put a lot on this, on bringing them into this city. We pulled in a lot of favors. And now they're the talk of the Elysium. Everybody wants to meet the Lysanders. Everybody wants to know how they are the ones who got 3 of their children to be brought in when there's already major halts on bringing in new kindred into Chicago.
Well, it's always been our birthright. What with the, what, us being the caretakers of it and all.
Of course, yes, birthright. There's a lot of people in this city that claim they have a birthright.
Oh,
But
I have
not
no doubt.
I just want to know that the Lysanders are the ones who can stand next to me and make sure that that birthright actually stands for something.
Oh, of course.
He looks specifically at Silas.
Like I elbow him.
Silas speaks up. He clears his throat in an instinctive way, as he doesn't really need to do that as a kindred, but he does it kind of out of habit and instinct. He clears his throat. I am aware of where things are going within our business. And I am aware, Prince, that I will not let you down. I know that the other Ventrue have talked and continue to talk. That's all they can do is talk. But I can assure you that it'll be me sitting next to you and nobody else. They will not amount up to what we can provide you. Kevin looks at him, looks down on him, and continues, just don't let me down. I usually do have some grace for things. We saw what just happened with this the Toreador thorn in my side. Roses always have those thorns. I gave him many opportunities, and this was the last straw. I may not give your family as many opportunities because you've been given all of the opportunity. That's all you have is opportunity.
We understand. We won't let you down.
I've seen many coteries rise and fall in the city, and I just hope that your children will not be them, the ones to fall.
No, not under my watch.
Thank you, Jacques. Thank you, Silas. Just making myself crystal clear in case it wasn't already. Hope you enjoyed your night.
Thank you, Prince.
And Silas as well. Thank you, Prince Jackson. We'll see you at the next meeting, perhaps. He nods. And Jacques, you make your way out into the shadows, as you do as a Nosferatu. You ponder the things Jackson has said to you, and you think that, yes, this is not a normal situation. The perks that your family has gotten, this doesn't come to everybody. You're lucky that you've gotten this far. And you have to make sure that none of them mess up. Because if they do, it could ruin everything.
Well, I'm aware. Yeah, that's already been going through my mind. I'm just thinking about what has them on edge. Who's gunning for him? Maybe we can return some of those favors, you know? Take a few stresses off his mind. Right, Silas? We can do that.
I think we can, yes. I guess we will let the children do this job. I won't be interfering.
No, I think that's a good idea. You and I got I think we got bigger fish to fry right now.
We do.
So you calling an Uber, or how we doing this?
Well, I'll call my car.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Marcus, our driver.
Yeah, the
Or
kids
your
have a thing
driver.
called Uber now. I don't know what it is, but
Yes.
it sounded cool.
We don't have to worry about that.
Okay. Oh, let's get going then.
Yes, let's head out. Jacques, you and Silas make your way out to your limousine. Marcus, your driver, picks you up in your black-tinted windows as you exit the Chicago Symphony and make your way back to your penthouse. Still thinking about how the children will do.
We'll be fine.
And we cut back to Elysium, where Silas, Junior, Dorian, Willow, you're all breaking free from the chains that you've had this evening of being forced to conversate with several different clans, with your family. They've all kind of left you, and you have a bit of breathing room. As you see, the formalities of the air have died down a bit, and kindred still linger, but they're actually kind of enjoying themselves now. You see smaller groups breaking out, talking amongst each other, people still sharing some drinks, some vitae, and just enjoying the last hour or so left of Elysium. So, what would you all like to do?
Did you
I think
see
we're probably
Jacques?
like, yeah. I was just going to say, like, Dad's
What?
silent all night, and Jacques is looking like a kicked puppy. Like, what is going on there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever seen him so flabbergasted.
That's
It's new.
it's interesting, isn't it?
Very.
Prince seems cool though.
Yeah.
As far as princes go.
Have you met many?
No. Have you?
No, not yet. Maybe.
Did you want to talk about your vision?
Oh. I didn't tell Dory at all.
You did not.
You're not gonna
What?
believe this. You know that guy they took up on stage?
Yes.
I
did see
totally
that.
saw him die in a vision like 10 minutes prior.
Really?
Yeah, the same with Mom, too.
Wait, what?
And she
You saw
realizes,
Mom.
she's like,
You saw
let's,
Mom
nip
die.
that.
well,
Hey.
it's...
Hey, we shouldn't talk about that here.
I'm just saying that that's what I saw.
Okay. Dorian makes a good point. We can talk about this in the privacy of our own home.
Well, I told him.
But I'm
Well, no, I mean, I told that guy and he didn't believe me. He just wrote me
Well-
off like I was crazy.
Well,
Now he's dead,
I'm
so...
sure he'd regret it if he could.
Well, I just wanted to point it out, so if I have another,
if you have another, please let me know.
they're always
Yes.
true.
Okay, well, make sure you let one of us know if you have another.
I will.
You promise?
Yeah, I don't have any reason to not.
Is she not gonna just let us die? I mean,
I hope she doesn't have any visions about us dying.
Well, if I do, it doesn't seem like it gives me much time. It's like 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But I mean, that's still better than nothing.
right.
I guess in hindsight, that guy
So you
could've
saw
really
exactly how
Well-
they died?
It's a bit more metaphorical. Like with Mom, she was swallowed by shadows.
Ixnay on the mom, a
Oh.
vision.
I'm
And
looking around. Hey, is anybody like
listening to
what's our surrounding situation? Are we like in the buffet line right now? Like,
in the fucking buffet at the Golden Corral, getting our mashed potatoes.
Not the Golden Corral.
Say, you all are able to find a secluded, like, it's a big concert, a big
I'm not
symphony
shouting.
hall.
You know, I'm not like screaming. I'm keeping a pretty normal speaking tempo. But
Yeah.
that's how it was
but
for
we are in
her.
a place full of vampires, so
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then with him, Elio, I think his name was. With him, it was more. It's always more metaphorical. Like in my vision with him, he had like a ribbon that was being like pulled so tight his head came off,
Okay.
and then
You,
gone.
you see Silas pull a little notebook out of his jacket pocket. It's a little prescription pad, and he's just taking down like he's writing down symptoms. Okay. Anything
Okay.
else?
That was it. And then he disappeared. But I assume that was akin to him turning to ash. The ribbon, a signifier for getting his head chopped off.
Yeah, it's
It's
not
close.
100% 1-to-1, but it's pretty close.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
giving you
I
a
mean,
good idea of what's happening.
Yeah, I agree.
And same for, and she won't say her name, but swallowed by shadow.
Yeah, we'll
So
talk about
just-
more. We'll talk more about that one later. 'Cause this is news to me.
Just the 2 times, though, right? You haven't
Well-
seen any other visions?
I haven't seen anyone else die in them.
So you've seen other visions?
Yeah, but none of them have really come to pass or aren't about being murdered.
And how often would you say you have these visions?
Maybe every few days.
Every few days. Okay.
Okay. Just because you didn't see the outcome of that vision, it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Yeah,
maybe
might
you should
have.
be telling us about all of these visions, and we can.
Have you
See
thought
if
about
they mean
keeping like a
something.
vision journal?
No, I haven't,
good
but that
idea.
would be a good idea.
I
Most
find
of the
that
time
helps with some of my patients.
Mhm.
I've been painting them out actually, so
You have.
It's like
Oh, that's
like
a good
when
release.
Mom and Dad sent us to the therapist, and we had to do our little daily journals.
Yeah. How long did that last?
Eh.
Uh,
Well,
Dorian, you still don't keep yours, do you?
I still have mine. Yeah.
oh, do you keep up on it?
No.
Oh, I
No, I
mean,
don't
I'm
write
sure
it
it's
anymore.
good to though. Like,
I'm just saying, I still have from when I was a kid.
It's
Oh,
okay to
yeah.
keep journals if you still have them.
it's good to journal actually.
A lot of people use different coping mechanisms, especially ones, children that have traumatic childhoods.
Yeah, which you definitely have.
I think we
Yeah,
all
I don't.
have.
I
But
don't need any coping mechanisms though. Like I'm cool.
Hey,
You
We're
don't-
good.
Silas,
We're good.
what was that therapist we sent the kids to?
Gosh, I
They're
think
dead
it
now.
was one of those, those family practices or something.
No, but
I'll
he
make
was
sure
like
that was
he
the
was
first one.
Malkavian, right?
Oh, yes, we did.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know why. I
Yeah.
was just thinking about it.
Yeah, that was so long ago. Gosh.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Well,
I have some thoughts about this coterie thing, but I don't feel like they should be talked about here.
It's like a group. It's like a
Yeah.
band. It's like a
A little gang.
after school club.
no, it's the family business.
You're
That's what
already
it
in
is.
that.
And
I don't-
Silas, you thought you could escape it, but you're finally where you belong, next to me in the family business.
No,
I always knew this day would come.
not a chance.
Come on, give me a hug. Come on.
No,
Family
no.
business. Come on.
Step the
on.
fuck back, or
Come
I'm gonna slap
Come
you.
on, give me a fucking hug. Give
No.
me a hug.
No,
He's gonna
should
go
just
over
do
and
it.
give him a hug.
Dorian, we're at Elysium. Do not hug me.
You
front of
can
the
hug
Tremere.
in public?
Don't hug me in front of the
I
Tremere.
don't think there's
Let
no
me,
character hug.
can I hug in between them and pull them together? Like do one of those like ee. One arm around each. There you go. Now it's less
We're
weird.
secluded enough.
Uh-oh. She's rolling dice.
See, it's not weird. Everybody here knows that we're family. Everyone.
Look,
Silas, roll me
You
what's
gotta-
awareness.
Oh boy.
Tremere.
I can't believe you've done this.
I'll believe you've done this.
I can't believe this.
One success.
You don't know if anybody's actually looking at you or not. It's hard to notice.
That's fair.
It's okay. They already know we're family.
All right. Well, I mean, Prince Jackson really didn't give us a time limit on this job. Do we start tonight? Do we start tomorrow? Do we enjoy the rest of the Elysium?
We can do it tomorrow. I don't want to do it tonight. to go talk to my
I mean-
sire.
Wait, your
Yeah, what
sire?
did-
Yeah, I totally saw them on stage. They were that big, intimidating person with long blonde hair.
The Hound?
Yeah,
The Hound is your sire.
yeah. That's them.
You get
Oh, boy.
Dad. Willow gets a Hound. The fuck is this?
What did you get?
No idea.
Yeah, who's...
I'm sure you got somebody important too.
I mean,
You
I've
don't
made it this
know?
far without them, so obviously I don't need them.
Oh.
What do you mean you don't know?
You don't.
you have to.
You'll figure it out eventually. I didn't know until I saw them. I just remembered because I was flooded back.
So you have to go talk to your sire.
Yeah, they asked to speak with me.
Well, you go talk with them. Dorian, do you want to get a drink?
Yeah.
I think we
Let's
have
get a drink.
we have something we need to talk about. Just you and I.
All right.
It doesn't seem very
Yeah,
fair.
let's get a drink.
It has to deal with his wife.
The fuck?
Oh,
right,
okay.
let's
Well,
go.
I don't want to be a part of that. Immediately. Wait, this seems serious. I'm leaving. I'll meet you guys back at the house then.
Or we can wait for you here.
Oh yeah. I shouldn't be long.
You'll find
Okay.
me by the bar.
Okay. And she goes wandering off.
Willow, you make your way back kind of toward the stage to kind of wait around for Alexa to finish with their business. And Silas and Dorian, the two of you, make your way toward the bar to get some more fresh vitae and find a secluded spot. But first, before we get to the brothers, we will cut to Willow and Alexa.
Oh, that's us.
Alexa, you begin, you walk out of the backstage area after some discussion with Damien, and you've been given your orders on what you need to do next.
Yep.
You realize that the gift that was given to you was a very expensive death mask.
Mm-hmm.
This mask is something you have had your eye on for some time, as you have quite a fancy for the macabre.
I do.
That's something you've always enjoyed, even since before you were embraced.
Very much so.
And this one was very difficult to get because it is the original death mask of what would be known as the CPR doll face. It was once a death mask.
Yes.
It is the original, and you have no idea how much it could have costed to get this from whatever museum it must have been in at this point. But you know the Lysander family must have paid a fortune to get this. And probably was no skin off of their back. But it's yours now, and you get to have something.
I'm enjoying my little pretty. I have like the box like tucked under my arm because I imagine it's not a very big box, like just large enough for the mask. I've got it tucked under my arm, and Alexa is normally a very stoic person. They don't often show very much emotion at all. But they're kind of smirking a little bit because they got what they wanted out of this whole affair. Do I see Alec anywhere before I meet up with Willow?
You do, actually. Well, you step out and you do see Alec standing toward the back of the theater, talking with a few other kindred. You spot him all the way in the back, but you spot first, as you walk, sitting down at the front of the stage, is Willow.
Okay. I clock where he's at, and I'll make a note to visit him in a minute. But I do approach Willow.
She's making her way downtown.
She's walking past.
Willow, you've probably just been waiting like 5 or 10 minutes, but you do see your sire, and they approach you.
Oh my god, Witty!
Oh, Witty!
Witty!
Thanks for the raid, Witty!
Thanks for the
Appreciate
raid!
it.
Widow Wade!
Where away?
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome in. We're VTMing. She's probably sitting on the edge of the stage, kicking her feet, actually, waiting. Because you said you wanted to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Alexa will actually
Playing with Machiavelli.
walk up from the stage and sit next to you and set the box down next to them.
Okay.
Kind of pats the box affectionately, almost in a weird and creepy way. Not that you would know that that's weird and creepy.
Oh my god, oogoos. I have a little Machiavelli in my lap.
Oh. Does this strike me as a normal thing for a Malkavian to do? To have a...
You do usually see Gangrel and other clans that have little animals with them, families, but you don't normally see a Malkavian with one. So it does strike you as different. Not the strangest thing, but yes, different.
Is this your friend?
Yeah. He's kind of like, it's hard to make friends. So he's like that. And he knows everything.
Oh.
Yeah. He makes every decision for me.
Every decision.
Almost. He makes the best ones.
Every single one.
Oh, he makes almost everyone. He makes better decisions than I do. But that's because he's smarter.
Machiavelli skirts into your bag and pulls out like a little snack that he has in there.
A little cheese.
A little cheese, and begins eating it.
Not the cheese.
Dude, he's smart.
Alexa just kind of nods. Interesting. I wanted to talk to you about something.
She looks excited.
She looks reluctant, like she doesn't want to have this conversation.
She sits up straighter.
You can read on their face that they have probably been put up to having this conversation.
Oh.
Since you are my whatever you are.
I believe they call it child.
Yes, I know what
with
the
an
term
E
is.
at the end.
Yes, I know what the term is.
Okay.
I would like to offer you a favor. Yeah? You need some help in this world. So,
What?
I think I could offer you something if you need.
Like what?
Think about what it might be.
Like anything?
Within reason.
Was there something you can't do?
I'll let you know when you ask.
She picks, and it's almost in a very, it looks rougher than it is, but she almost, it seems very quick. She snatches Machiavelli up. He's not hurt or anything by this. He kind of just accepts it, because I think he's very used to being, manhandled at this point. Is there a way to keep him forever and ever and ever?
You want to use your favor now?
Yeah, it's like a great favor.
Storyteller, I feel like I would have knowledge on animals becoming
Yes. You would
companions.
know it would require somebody with animalism, the discipline. You don't have it, but you do know, Gangrel have it. I believe, I'm trying to think of the other, I don't think, Nosferatu sometimes do.
Okay.
But there are some clans that do have animalism.
You need to find somebody with abilities with animals, like Gangrel. Maybe your Jacques. And they pat the box again. Maybe he knows somebody.
Oh, then this doesn't count as your favorite.
No. No, it does not.
Oh.
I can't help you with that. I don't have those abilities.
Well, then what are you good at?
The same things you are good at.
Well, then why would it need you for it?
I've been around a lot longer than you.
Okay, well then what can you do that I can't?
Well, I can talk to you through the network. You can't do that. Maybe I can teach you sometime.
It's like a cell phone. Like a cell phone.
Sort of like that, but better. It's called the Cobweb.
Ooh, is that the voices that I hear?
Yes.
Oh?
Yes, it is.
So it's just a bunch of people talking. All at the same time?
It's us. Malkavians.
Oh. So I could only do it with other Malkavians. Not like my brothers?
Storyteller, do I have knowledge on the network reaching outside of those descended from Malkav?
From your understanding, it is only within the
only in
Malkavians.
That's what I thought. Okay. Just wanted to make sure on the lore there. It is for us.
Oh, but I don't have any Malkavian friends.
Well, we don't have to call each other friends, but you have me. And you will likely meet more of us.
Well, we could be friends.
Maybe. Ugh. Oh my God. They pat the box again, like, okay, it was worth it for the box. I needed this box. This very expensive box.
You
Stroke Machiavelli.
you ponder these words that your sire is telling you, and you do feel, as they're talking to you, you do feel a bit of a connection to them. This is the person that embraced you. And though you have been essentially raised by your father, by whatever weird permissions that were given, generally the sire and child relationship is the sire is responsible for their child. And in the same way, you feel connected to them in a strange sense that you don't feel for your siblings, that you don't feel even for your own mother and father.
Oh.
It's just different. And you're trying to navigate these emotions, but you do know that, like, you do want to keep seeing them if you can. It's like you feel a connection to them. You want to be with them.
Okay, noted. Well, we could definitely be friends because, you know. Do you have a lot of friends? Is that what you're trying to say? You don't have time? Do you have a lot of other, like, kids?
I have a lot of responsibilities.
Okay.
Willow is my only child, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
So this is all completely new for Alexa.
Baby.
Yeah.
First baby.
Alexa didn't even want to do this, but they got a cool boon out of it, so, you know.
Child, first baby.
I am maybe not the best parent. Why are you looking at me like that? Never mind. As you have noticed, I am a hound for the prince.
Yeah.
So, busy. Very busy.
Okay.
And
well, I don't do anything.
They point to a look across Alec across the room.
I met him.
He is my friend.
He's my friend too.
Hmm.
He
You,
introduced himself.
Yes, he
You-
told me I needed to talk to you.
yes.
That's why I'm here.
He's so nice. I like him. He's so nice, isn't he?
Well, we do have that in common. He is nice.
Yeah. What?
Nothing.
Why'd you look at me like that? Like I did something wrong.
No reason, just looking at your face.
Why?
Because this is... While it is technically the second time I have met you, didn't exactly spend very much time the first time.
Well, yeah, it seems like you did pretty quick.
I wanted to get it over with.
Oh, what was it like? I don't really remember much, to be honest.
I don't either.
Interesting thing that Willow brings up, Alexa, because this embrace that you were tasked to do by favors called in, it was also done a little bit different than what you understand to be a typical embrace, in that generally, if you are of a certain generation, and you're much older than Willow, many, much older than Willow. And typically, if you were to bring your child in, they would be a generation lower than you. But in this instance, there was something done in the process of embracing Willow. You almost have to dilute your own blood upon embracing her to make her a younger generation. And you're not quite sure why that was the case. Maybe because that was something ordered by the prince, that he didn't want certain generation kindred. He wanted only a younger kindred. You're not sure what the reason was, but it was just a different embrace.
Was it made clear to me that I was not to divulge the fact that I did this? Like, thinned out the blood for the process?
You were told not to really talk about this much, but it's your own choice if you want to bring that information up to your own child, or you could keep it to yourself.
My other question is, I didn't have any visions during this time period, correct?
You did not, no.
Okay. I do remember a little bit, but it was kind of a get in, get out, doing a favor for your family kind of thing. I wasn't going to do it, actually, but you know how things are when everybody makes deals.
You must have been paid very well then.
Cat's box again. Yes. You want to see? It's very cool.
Yeah. I'd like to know what I'm worth.
You've touched upon your sire's special interest. Pulls up box.
I'd like to know what I'm worth. You show me this fucking that's what I'm worth.
So I open the box, and inside you see this horrific, disgusting death mask.
She looks at it. Okay.
It's the original. It's very valuable.
Are you a collector?
Probably cost your daddy dearest a lot of money.
I imagine so.
A lot of money.
Oh, like
like I have a lot of money.
Like stupid money?
Stupid money.
Oh.
Is that what the kids call it?
Yeah.
Stupid money. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yes.
Are you a collector?
Yes.
Of dead things?
Yes.
Oh. All dead things?
Particularly anything related to death rituals.
Is there a reason?
They smile and you get full fangs.
Oh. What have I just asked?
Lifelong interest.
Like how lifelong? Like, she does like a hopping point of like mortal to...
Back to life.
Oh.
Maybe I will tell you about it sometime.
Oh, well maybe I can find you some more.
I'm sure Alec will insist I talk to you about myself at some point, so...
Well, yeah, it's probably good for you.
They just uncomfortably shift where they're sitting.
It's really good to have friends.
They are clearly not a people person, except when talking about
the
death.
mask.
Well, and they just kind of launch into an explanation
Or like they like to talk
where
about
it
the
came
mask.
from, what time period it's from, all the facts about it, why it's so rare, how difficult it must have been to get, blah blah blah, all that
She
stuff.
listens very intently.
Yeah.
Machiavelli does too. He's on my shoulder listening.
It's probably the most you will ever see them talk at all. At any point in time.
She takes it all in very intently. Like, oh, this is fun. I love hearing about this kind
Oh,
of thing.
right. I need to tell you about the cobweb.
Oh,
So, you can talk through it. You can listen to it.
okay.
People have conflicting opinions about what it is.
Okay.
Do some thinking on it. Listen.
Okay.
Focus. Not right now. Too many people right now. Do it at home.
Is that where the premonitions come from? Are they always true? Mine have always been true.
That is a loaded question. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes you have a vision about somebody's turkey dinner and it makes no sense.
Where's it come from?
Where doesn't it come from? Is the real answer. And they kind of, while you say that and you're asking questions, they kind of tilt their head and they look like they're listening to something.
That's a familiar look. I don't even think she's like, no, I know that look in myself.
And even at some points in the conversation, their eyes will wander and you'll think they're looking at another kindred, but there's nobody there. And you pick that up periodically throughout the conversation. Like Alexa very clearly, they see things that most people don't. And they hear things that other people don't. Very much like any Malkavian might. Yeah.
Willow, you listen to your sire talk about these things and you take it all in and you realize that you're never gonna ever be alone anymore.
Nope.
Not even if you want to be. You are caught in this web.
Yep.
The sticky strands skittering further inside the deep crevices of your brain. And you are going to be hearing these voices and thoughts in your head for a very long time. And you take the words of your sire in hopes that you can learn from them and learn a bit more about it. You understand it a little bit better, but there's still so much to learn and understand. But now you at least know what it is and have a little better idea about it.
Yeah.
And
less weird now, I guess, if I know what they are.
because Alexa was able to successfully talk to you, I am going to give you a dot from a lore sheet called the Cobweb. And there is a lore sheet. You're going to get like the first dot perk, essentially. It's like a merit or a flaw, and it's from which we'll do this after, but for the audience, from the lore sheet, the Cobweb, which is a Malkavian only lore sheet, and called Break in the Static. The Cobweb is just barely perceptible to you. You catch sporadic snatches of conversation, often just a few distinct words or images. It's enough to piece together an order or a call for aid, though you're unable to respond. So you we'll add that to your sheet later, but you are able to at least get a bit of the intricacies of the Malkavian network.
Knowledge.
My kiddo.
I learned knowledge from parent. Yay.
And the two of you spend a bit more time together. Alexa, you eventually take your leave and head over to Aluk. And we will cut to Silas and Dorian. The two of you have gotten a drink. You've kept your eyes over, and you do see Willow having a conversation with their sire. And the two of you have some time alone.
What do you think about that?
So,
And he motions over to Willow and Alexa talking.
I don't know. I don't know what it's like to meet your sire.
Yes, you do.
I mean, not really. I already knew him.
Maybe you
It's
did.
a little different.
Maybe the father that you knew isn't the father that you met.
No. No, it's the same. It's the same dad. I mean, he's got fangs. He's got powers like us. You know, he's a kindred. Fine, whatever. Still the same son of a bitch. I don't think that's any different.
No, you're right about that. Look, I really didn't pull you over here to talk about what I was meant for us to talk about. I wanted Willow away while we talk business, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, she's a bit of a loose cannon.
Thought we'd have more time, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you know about the first vision?
No. No, I haven't been talking to her that often, I guess recently. I don't know, I've been working, you know? These last couple of years I guess I haven't really made that much time for her.
Yeah. I mean, I can't say I have either, but we are closer than ever now, if you want to look at it in a weird, macabre way.
Yep. Like I said, we're all in the family business now. So speaking of, we got to take care of this problem. There's no reason why we can't start now.
Exactly. As much as I love my little sister, she's beginning to sound like a bit of a loose cannon.
Well, if you don't mind me saying, this does feel a little bit up my alley. They've got territory. I mean, what? If it's in Chicago, we've got to own something near them. No reason why we can't own a little bit more. I mean, where are they hanging out?
Can you just
They
buy
own
a
any
park?
businesses?
Prince Jackson says they're hanging
Can
out in
we?
a park. I believe they're owned by the city themselves.
So they're just, I mean, I assume that they were hanging out there, but you think they're just like living in the park?
I mean, from what I've heard about Anarchs, doesn't sound too far-fetched. But
Can
honestly,
we buy a park?
I don't think we can buy a park.
I'm saying that in character and
Can
out
we
of
buy the
character.
park?
I like both.
Yeah. I mean, you could buy the park. Well, you know what? Yeah, you could buy the park.
Well, you know what? No, there's no reason to buy the park. You know what we could do? We've got connections in the police. I mean, we could start harassing them. Go get them to be harassed. We can make life difficult for them in that park.
Possibly. What if we just bought them their own... What if we just bought them their own apartment outside of the area? Say, hey, you can't feed here, but you can feed here. Throw them to some other shitty clan's neighborhood and get them out of ours.
Yeah. You think that'd be okay? Just
I mean, Dorian,
dropping it in another territory, or
you're the money man. You're the logistics man.
I'm not talking money. I mean, we can afford the place. I just mean, maybe we should, I mean, when the prince said take care of them, are we supposed to take care of them? I mean, maybe we set him up somewhere in Nosferatu territory with Uncle Jacques.
What do you know about Anarchs?
I'll be honest, I mean, not much. Look, I've been trying to learn as much as possible, as I'm sure you have. You've always been the more studious one, but I'm still working on the business, the actual human business that we still run. So yeah, I don't know that much.
Two good ideas. Last thing I want to do is go walking into this park in the middle of the night and get in a fight.
Yeah, I just feel like there's no reason we should get our hands dirty on this one. I mean, they want to keep it quiet. We should be able to offer them a deal, Whether we have to put any pressure on them or not. I mean, maybe we just go over there and talk to them.
I mean, don't we have
And they're
like
living
people?
in a park.
Don't you have people for this? Don't you and Dad just have people that just respond to you that can go take care of this?
I mean, for humans, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to send some junior executive over to speak to a coterie of Anarchs, right? I mean, I think we got to do that ourselves.
True. I wasn't meaning to send a junior executive to the wolves or vampires.
I mean, I guess we could ask Dad. Fuck no, I don't want to do that.
No, fuck that guy.
He didn't even. What is going on there? We have to figure that out.
That's some weird power dynamic if I've ever seen one. He stood there silent, Jacques shaking in his little decomposing boots.
Jacques was afraid, but Dad was just stone-faced.
What do you think they gave up for this? You're the businessman. What would you give up for this?
Oh, well. I mean, I guess a lot, right? I don't know. I don't know how... the world's pretty simple when it's just money, But this new kindred world, it's I don't know the exchange rate,
Yeah.
All right. So what are we doing? Let's make some calls. Let's make it happen.
I mean, I think first we need to find out who's in the park. That'd be easier to know who we're dealing with.
And I think for this kind of thing, I'm sure we have private investigators that we've used or, whatever. So like in that regard, who would we go to for that kind of job?
You reach out to your own contacts. Yes.
Do we have like a guy that's like a fixer? Like a lawyer. Okay, so I just watched. Hold on. I just watched George. What's the show that you made me watch?
House of Usher.
Follow the House of Usher.
Follow the House of Usher, right? And their lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
They're Mark Hamill. in the show?
Mhm,
This guy that like, he's like part like private investigator, part legal counsel. Is there like some guy that we have on retainer?
I'm pretty
Like
sure that's
that.
Marcus. Yeah.
Who
that
is
our
the
driver?
retainer? You do have your family does have retainers, actually, is what they are called. And you could send them out to do a little scoping out before you head in.
We also
And-
had Silas Senior's side piece, but she's not around
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah. So is that what you want to do? Do you want to try to get one of your retainers to scope out the area and see if they can get information on who's frequenting there, or? Oh,
You're muted,
you're
Bijan.
muted.
Oh, sorry. I think we should first try and do some reconnaissance.
It's actually easy enough for you. You make a couple of calls. By calls, you have your own company phone that you're able to use. It's not a personal phone. It's very limited and it's run by the company. So like you can't use it for like personal browsing and stuff. You literally just use it for company things. Like it's got like Outlook. And it's got Chrome with like a specific web browser on it. So it's like your dad set it up so that it's very much, you
You're
can
on
just
the
use
dark
it.
web, Dorian.
Yeah, like it cannot be, like if you search anything, it will block it because you don't want to have anything that Second Inquisitor or hunters could like potentially flag. And that's always, what they're most fearful of. So you have a very basic phone that you use for the company with contacts on it as well. So you are able to reach out, and what is it specifically that you would be looking for? What kind of information would you like to gather?
How many are in the park?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how many? If we can get names, any details.
Clan
Okay.
info.
I mean, yeah.
You're able to
Also, where they hang out. If there's anywhere outside of the park, like if they do business anywhere, that's something I would want to know.
Yes. So I'm gonna have you make me a roll for this. One moment as I pull up what I would like you to roll. Oh crap! I got logged out. One moment. But I do want you to kind of work for this a little bit. So give me one moment. Anything else while I pull this up, anything else that you want to do ahead of time? And I'm just gonna like a storyteller saying, you don't have to do a lot of prep for this. I don't want this to be a lot of prep. Just any other quick things that you would like to do and set up before you head out.
I think we're good for this, right?
Oh my gosh. Sorry, it's not loading for me. One moment. Give me 1 second.
You think the kids are doing fine, right? Like, they're probably not dead, right? Nah, they're fine. They're fine.
I think
I mean,
I'm
we
gonna.
are dead.
I mean, dead.
Yeah.
Unalive.
We're all dead.
I think I'm gonna have you roll me a charisma and streetwise, which is a weird combination. Actually, nah, let's just do intelligence streetwise. You are going to, this is from the information that you relay upon the retainers and what they're able to scout out. I was gonna say charisma to like see how you explain this to them, but let's just do an intelligence streetwise.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to. All right, intelligence streetwise. Okay. So, whoa, 5 successes.
Woo!
Successes. You are able to. Your retainers are able to scout out the park. It's a pretty. It's a nice park for the area, and it does see a lot of people frequenting it, even late at night. It's got a decent amount of kine that spend time there, but they're able to find that there are 3 kindred. Well, you're having your human retainers go on this, so they're actually not able to scout out like anything about kindred there. But they are able to give you some information that there are at least 3 people from what you see that are like running this area. That's about the information that you gather. Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, it seems pretty straightforward.
Okay. Anything else that you wanted to suggest, Silas, or we going nice or do we going mean?
I mean, I don't know about you, but we're not really the mean fighting type.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't talking, threatening physical violence, but, there are other things. Yeah, let's go in and just ask them if they want to move.
Okay. I'll get Willow. Willow.
She will, since she is finished up with her sire.
It's time to leave.
We're leaving?
We're leaving.
Think about what I said.
Oh, I will be. Have fun with your mask. It's really cute.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks for talking. And she will hug you. Just bye. And then
They freeze.
and then
just
very quickly go away.
Do you skip? Do you frolic away?
I mean,
Okay.
she always has a little pep
I
in her
believe it.
step. She always got pep in her step. So, are we gonna go do that thing now?
We are. Dorian made a call and he got some information.
Oh, we're not just gonna visit them?
No, we are, but we did some recon while you were talking to your sire.
Oh. Well, they're just a bunch of anarchs, right?
As far as we know, yes.
Oh, please. I don't think they'll be that scary. Sounds like they're just a bunch of misunderstood people. You know?
It's an interesting way of looking at it, but possibly.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you know as much as I know.
But we're going now?
We are.
Okay, am I allowed to talk to them?
I would say let Dorian do the talking first, and then if Dorian stumbles, which he probably will, you have the right to talk to them.
But I'm not saying that Dorian's not good at those things because it is his job, but you're gonna do it in a way that's legal. In that legal speak that you do. And to get people to listen to you, sometimes you need to be relatable and talk to them like they're people.
But they're not people.
Yeah, they are. If you want them to take you seriously, you need to respect them and treat them like people and their problems as valid. If you just talk to them like some rich guy, she gives you a glare. Some some guy coming up with his legal speak
Yeah, not
from his high tower.
this big businessman, Dorian, not from your high tower.
I'm
Listen,
not saying that it doesn't work in some places, but Anarchs aren't going to respect that.
look,
They hate
we're
that
gonna
kind
go
of
and
thing.
we're gonna go talk to them, but I mean, look, we have to get this job done, and we have to get it done fast, I'm assuming. And if we run into trouble, well, look, we are a bunch of rich people, and we have money, and we can make this happen, right? I mean, it's as simple as that. If it's just a matter of territory, I mean, come on, that's what we do.
I mean,
Buy, sell properties.
At the end of the day, you could always just write him a check.
I don't think
Exactly.
money is what they care about.
I mean, they still need to live, right?
They sound
Yeah.
like people who would die for their cause. And if their
What-
cause
what-
is to stand against the Camarilla, then I don't think any money's gonna matter.
Look, I don't like I said, I don't know a lot about Anarchs, but I don't think there's an active war.
No,
Like Prince Jackson said, like they're invited to Elysium.
I know. So isn't that even more of a reason? The Camarilla is actively inviting them in, and they still don't join us.
Well, that's their mistake.
But no, but that's my point. That there must
what
be
do you
it
wanna
must
do?
be it must be a moral thing then. Right? So if that's the case, no money is going to get them out.
I don't know. I mean, look, you might be right. I mean, some people do stand by their convictions, but money can do a lot for your convictions. It's just
Okay.
the right amount, right?
If that's what you think is best.
Look, I think we'll try and be nice, right? That's the plan. We're gonna be nice.
Mhm.
Nice but stern.
Right. And we can't show weakness, right?
No.
I mean, we have to make sure that they know that we're serious and that the prince knows that we're serious.
Sure.
Sounds
Look, I
good
don't want to
me.
make any, like, I know I said this is like the family business, but like this is, I mean, it's not. It's a coterie, right? Like we're all in this together, so,
Yes. Yes.
right? It's the three of
No,
us,
agreed. Yes. 100%.
right? Willow?
Right. Yes.
All right. So, we're doing it, right?
Right?
Yes, Dorian, we're doing it. Come on.
Okay. All
Call-
right. Let's
call
do
up-
it.
Apparently
Call up-
so.
Call
Yeah.
up the
And
car.
he's gonna go, he's gonna pull, or he's going to do whatever he has to do to call. I know that I don't actually have access to my phone.
Well, I'm sure the company phone calls your driver.
Okay.
Who are you calling? Marcus? You know Lucas is better. Thank God.
I have Lucas.
Can you get Lucas? I don't like Marcus.
Okay.
Marcus is dead and
That's-
Jacques' driver, you know? It's kind of... I'd rather Lucas.
Oh no. Her mic had died.
Is your mic dead?
Switch! She's got to do the switch to the other one. We have another
All
one
right,
charging
all right.
right now. We can talk.
right,
We can
yeah.
chat while she switches.
Okay.
Oh,
we
we
can
can
go
go
to
to break too. Yeah.
Or we
Yeah,
can
this
go
could be
to
a good time
break
for
so
break.
she
We'll
can
go to break.
switch.
Yeah, let's
We'll
do
be
it.
back in just 10
We're
minutes.
going to break.
Don't go anywhere. Okay.
Be right back.
Bye.
Blood.
Blood.
We to Ancestral Blood. Thank you, everybody. I had to just my mic died, so I had to get a new one. So the coterie decided that they were going to go together to attempt to negotiate, talk with these Anarchs, and then figure out what they want to do from there. Maybe a little discussion on how to do it, how to talk to them, whether it be something more money involved or talking to them like people. And you all get together and realize, yes, this is something you have to do on your own. You are a coterie. You've been named a coterie, and you want to get it done tonight. You want to impress the prince. You don't want to rely on your other family members. You guys have to get this done together as siblings. And it's kind of weird because you haven't really done a lot of sibling bonding much.
No.
Other than the embrace and you guys all becoming kindred together, you haven't really done a lot of sibling stuff. So you get together and you call your car. And actually, Marcus comes back and Lucas arrives. You sent
My boy!
You sent Marcus out to scout out this territory a little bit, and Lucas reports, Marcus was not doing well after he went to do the job about an hour ago. He said he was feeling a little hazy, dizzy. So he called out. So I'm here to take care of the rest of the night for you. Yeah, he wasn't feeling well afterward. Like was very lightheaded, like he was gonna pass out.
Dude, they fucked him up.
Is that unusual?
Roll me a intelligence medicine,
Oh,
Silas. And this
Silas! Not the medicine roll for the
not
doctor.
the intelligence medicine roll.
this is not going to be a hard difficulty
Let's
for
go,
you.
Silas.
Four successes.
Come on, doctor.
You can gather by the way he's describing this, they might have drank from your driver.
Oh! I told you, motherfucking.
Are these ghouls? Or
Yeah,
are these
our
just
drivers, do
humans that...
They are ghouls, yes.
Okay.
You do have... I'm going to say yes. You actually did send your ghoul because this is something a bit... You also have retainers, which they are different things. A retainer is just a person. And then a ghoul is obviously connected a little more via blood. Both Marcus and Lucas are ghouls.
Got it.
Okay.
From the symptoms, it sounds
Which-
like...
What's to clarify? Which means they know, like, we don't have to like hide things. From them.
Yes, they
Right.
know.
Okay.
They know that you all are vampires. Yes.
Okay. And are we in the car at this point?
That's you all start to get into the car as Lucas
Got it.
delivers this information to you and begins driving you away.
The symptoms sounds like they fed off him. So they're recently fed. So they're going to be at the height of their power. Keep that in mind.
We can handle it.
Just like old times, right? Dorian,
You
you
make-
weren't always a rich, snobby asshole. We got in scruffs early on. Just let me reminisce a little, you asshole.
Okay. All right. Fine.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know what you mean about not always being rich, but
Oh my god.
what? We always had money. Are we gonna pretend we didn't have money?
No,
but
but
we-
you don't have to be so insufferable about it.
I mean, it's not gonna
Okay,
tend
so
to that, you know. All right.
all right, yeah, we can.
Let's.
The feeling's gone. Let's get to work.
The feeling is
Yeah.
gone. I'm sorry.
Yes.
It was never there.
No.
The-
Go ahead, Tracy.
No, I was gonna. If you had something else to add,
I was gonna say.
All right.
So, Dorian, you do the talking. And if anything comes of
good.
it, look, I'm not the greatest talker.
I think
deal
it's a
with-
bad idea.
I deal with injured people and I take notes. That's my thing. Dorian, do the talking. If you need help, Willow's here.
All right.
At least let me
Well,
go
don't
with you.
just shake. Yeah, but
You
not if
just-
you're gonna be
you
like
look-
shaking your head and
Well,
crossing your arms.
I'm
you know?
not gonna cross my arms. You just look like an asshole. Look at you.
What the fuck?
Do you
I
think?
look good.
I'm
I
not
look good.
saying no. You
He
do,
like
but
strains
that's
his tie.
you do. I'm not saying you don't look good, Dorian. I'm just saying. No. Oh my God,
mean-
chill.
I mean, that's got to be what, like a $15,000 suit?
You're showing up in a $15,000 suit,
It's not
Dory.
that expensive.
Uh,
What is it?
bitch.
I look good. I look good.
I know, but you just look like an asshole, and that's fine.
Sometimes you got to look like an asshole, Willow.
I don't look like it.
You
this
do.
is. I
You
don't look like an asshole.
you
I don't look
look
like.
an asshole. You totally,
But-
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right. But you know what? The world needs assholes. You know?
In this case,
So is your problem with how, just how I look? Like what are like
oh, now you're just taking it personally.
no? But like what do you want? What do you want me to say in there? Like
How
I
are
know
you-
you want to talk, but
How are you going to show up to these people looking the way you do? You're going to, there's no way that you're going to show up. You're going to be like, I'll give you as much money as you want to take your territory. And they're going to say yes. If I were in their shoes, I would say no to spite you.
I don't even know if they have shoes. They live in the park. I mean,
My point stands. You should probably not show up looking the way you do that. My God,
right, all right.
Dorian, it's called privilege.
you
My
want to talk
God,
to
it's
them
like
then?
you never took a humanities class in college. Ugh.
All right. All right, fine. Look. Well, I should just get changed then. I'm not going to let Willow.
You should
have
take-
no
no, you should take-
experience in negotiation.
Can't
You
try.
have no idea of the business and what we have to offer. I mean,
No,
It should
but I
be me
have
talking to
something
them.
else.
Craziness?
I didn't want to say it, but I mean,
Willow, Willow, you know I'm kidding. You know
Oh.
that joke.
No, I
you
No,
know,
mean, like,
no,
yeah, but like
no.
kind of not kidding, but like kind of like actually
No,
saying the truth.
no, you know that that's a stereotype of my clan.
I'm not stereotyping. I'm making a
No,
joke.
I'm
I'm teasing you. That's what I do. I tease. That's what brothers do, right, Willow? They tease little sisters.
No.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get
No.
in. Look.
Yeah.
I
No,
can't
when they
remember
pull
the
a
last.
gun on you, it's not my problem.
All right. Well,
I'm just saying.
I don't think they're gonna pop off in the middle of Wrigley Field or Wrigleyville.
Well, apparently people get shot all the time.
That's a misnomer about Chicago.
I don't think it is.
It is. Yes,
How would
people
you
get
know?
people get shot all the time. Trust me, I see gunshots all the time.
I know,
But
so you should know.
it's no more dangerous than any other big city in the United States.
I've
Okay.
never shot anybody.
Why do you have that gun?
I'm just saying, that's my point, right? Well, we're
Which, for
fine.
what it's worth, Dorian, you did grab that gun before you left at the claim check on the way out of Elysium. So you do have it on.
I
you.
assume. Thank you.
Look,
Thank you.
I just
Yeah.
think
That's
the power of a cute lost girl is stronger than an asshole rich man.
You know what, Dorian? She makes a
What is
good
your-
point.
what is your plan?
No.
I'm a cute lost girl. Leave, please vacate the premises.
No,
Is that
you know what? I think we should let Willow talk.
All right.
What's the harm? If
What's the
I
harm?
start,
The harm is. All right.
if I start by myself,
Dorian, put down your copy of The Art of the Deal, and let Willow talk.
Oh, fuck off. All right. All right. Fair.
We got our first fuck off of the season, as in
Fuck off.
succession.
look, I'm just saying,
Somebody
I'm just
make a
saying.
counter.
I'm just saying it's easier to go from if they think I'm stupid or they don't fall for it, whatever, right? It's much easier to transition from that to, hey, fuck you, we'll give you I'm scary businessman, we'll pay you to make you go away, than the reverse, right?
All right.
Look, she's got a point.
All right.
If it doesn't work, it doesn't
you know
work.
what? You do have a point. You do have a point that I'll be able to clean up whatever mess you make. That's true.
I'm just saying. And if it works, then it works.
Honestly, I'm a team player.
Oh, are you?
I am. Look, we're going with this plan. I'm behind you. I support you. Like, I believe in you. Honestly, I'm here behind you.
What is that? Is that your legal speak?
No, I'm serious. I'm serious.
I believe it's called
I said before.
legalese.
Okay.
I'm saying, look, all right. Got a little heated in our argument, but we're going with this plan. We're about to go in. I'm not going to be sitting with my arms crossed, right? I'm supporting you, all right?
Okay.
We'll be right there behind you.
And if it doesn't work, you can come in.
Okay. I'm going to let you do your thing.
Okay.
Discuss this amongst yourselves in your limo on your
Oh, God.
way,
Not in our limo.
making your way north
Rich asshole things.
to Wrigleyville in that area. And you pass through some of the some areas of Chicago that you don't normally pass through. And you head toward this park a couple of blocks away. It's toward the end of the evening now, so there aren't as many people wandering the streets in this area. There are still a few, but it's mostly empty, except for those who want to stick around for other reasons. And so it's not long, it doesn't take long for you to find the location of where this coterie of Anarchs would be.
Mm-hmm.
You see that there are 3 of them, and 1 male and 2 female.
Okay.
They look they look like they're sitting on a bench talking, and one of the females stands in front. They're laughing about something. You see one of them grab something from their bag and show it and then put it back away. And they're wearing clothes that is not the decor that you would have seen at Elysium. And you technically are all still dressed up for Elysium. You're dressed nice, in your nicest clothes, in your formal attire. And they are dressed in t-shirts and jeans, ripped up jeans. The girl in the front, she has short black hair and has a septum piercing. And she's wearing a tank top and jeans, and it's pretty chilly in the evening in Chicago, but she doesn't give a shit. She's got her tank top, her jeans, and boots. Very simple. And you pull up in a black limo. Your driver pulls you up. The 3 of them stare as they see you pull up.
No.
The
windows tinted.
What?
And they look, but they can't see inside yet.
Do you not want to
Just
pull up
see
in
a
the limo?
I was thinking maybe can we not pull up in front of them? Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
The driver, as you're driving through, they continue going.
Yeah, keep going.
You take a glance
just like
at who they are,
keep
and you
going.
wave them to keep going. It's an awkward pause and stare for like 15 seconds.
She
But
does do a little peek. Like
You
out the window.
see, and again, because it's blacked out windows, they can't really see you, but they see this fancy car, and you keep going.
Okay. All right. Before I get out, I kind of look to my brothers. All right. Nobody tell Val I did this. And she's going to like take one of her like little claws and rip the hem of the bottom of this dress that she stole from her sister's wardrobe. And just like shred the bottom of it, so it's not a long dress anymore. It is like a super short one. Now.
I think she'd kill you if she knew what you just did.
She's not gonna know.
Okay, yeah, that
She's
stays
not
with
gonna
us.
know.
That stays
She's
with
not
us.
gonna know.
She's gonna
She's not gonna even miss it. She doesn't know.
Oh, okay.
She knows everything.
She's got so
about
many
everything
dresses.
in her
She
wardrobe.
got so many dresses. She's not gonna even notice. She'll shred the bottom of it, and like kind of, put the rest on the floor in the limousine. And I said it was long sleeve, so like, I'll leave it long sleeve, but I will cut holes in it all the way up the arms with my nails. Okay. That looks a little more. This is what I was talking about. You walking up like an asshole. Look at them. They're like totally casual.
So they look like vagrants.
Am I the asshole, or are you the asshole who's like cosplaying as a like a homeless person right now?
Some gutter punk that show up in Wicker Park during the summer.
That's a whole nother social political issue right now.
You realize that you're still wearing a designer dress. Like, yeah, you ripped it up, but like that's still like one of Val's
but
designer. I mean, that might be a one of a kind dress.
Look, who gives a
It
shit about
certainly
the
is
dress? It's like 4:00 in the morning. We have like 2 hours.
Okay.
All right.
Well, if this doesn't work, then you can come up and be all big scary businessman.
We have our backup plans.
Okay. And I will take my purse. I will empty my wallet from it, though. Hold on.
Wait, so are you going by yourself, or are we coming with you?
No, we're
'Cause
going
if we're
with
coming
you.
with you. Then shouldn't we tear our clothes?
Do
up too?
something about your clothes, then.
Oh my god! What if I just like
Just
pop
take the
my
jacket.
collar?
No,
That's
just
cool,
take the
right?
jacket.
Like, just
Just
pop the collar.
Take the jacket off. Nobody
wearing-
wears those anymore.
Ties off, jackets
Take the
off.
tie off.
He'll take that off.
Oh my god.
Do you want me to roll in the mud?
No, just roll your sleeves up or something.
I mean, I wore deodorant today. Is that going to make a difference?
My god. These people are casual, not filthy.
Sir, if you want, I do have my own. I mean, I have a change of clothes in the back that I usually change out of after I finish work.
Oh my gosh, you can take Lucas's clothes.
I think he'll be fine.
It's a Chicago White Sox hoodie.
Oh my god, put that on. That'd be perfect.
No. Look. If we have to do the backup plan, I need to look like I have the means to enact
Fine.
that backup
Well, then
plan.
how
So
am I
I'm
supposed to
gonna-
walk up if you
I took-
two are like behind me? What are you, like my bodyguards?
I think if we just say, if we go up dressing, dressed to the nines and say, this is an order from Prince Kevin Jackson, and we go walking up with White Sox hoodies.
Okay, fine. We can go as. Well, Kevin Jackson is a big fan of the White Sox, didn't you know?
Okay. Let's, all right, fine.
No,
If you want to go
can.
in first, if you want to go in first, looking like you came straight out of the orphanage, you go first. And do your thing,
The
and I will-
orphanage.
Dorian,
And
hey, we promised we'd never talk about that.
Oh my god! I'm getting out of the car. I'm not listening to this. This is fucking slim.
If anyone watching has an older sibling, there is always a. What do you mean? You're adopted.
You're
there's-
adopted.
You're
You were-
adopted.
Stop.
you were
Yes.
adopted.
No wonder
You
I'm the
obviously
only
were adopted.
one around here. Some fucking sense. Just like slams the car door.
Okay, let's go.
Fucking bullshit. She's just like angrily walking towards these people, muttering to herself, like, motherfucking.
So is it just Willow that's approaching? Or
No,
are
we're
the-
all going.
You're all going, and you're
Yes.
not wearing. You're. What the? just everybody just quickly describe how you look in this moment as you're approaching this coterie.
So Silas took off his nice jacket, but he is still wearing a collared shirt, a black collared shirt rolled up to the elbows, and black slacks and a black belt. He still looks good, but he does not have his
Full
Not like
designer
black
coat
suit,
on.
no?
Correct,
Yes.
correct.
Okay, understood.
Okay.
Dorian's took the tie off, took the jacket off. He's wearing a like a light purple dress shirt.
Okay.
Is it fully buttoned up? Do you still
No,
have a
he
tie?
unbuttoned the top. Yeah, it's like slightly casual, but he's still looking put together.
Okay.
Okay.
Ties off. Yeah.
I just slit the bottom of the long dress so it is short now. So it's more like a mini dress. It is red. Or no, was it black? I think it was black actually. And then, I mean, her hair is still the same. It's curled. It's down. And then I like, there's like, you know those, almost like the gloves that you used to be able to get that had like gashes through them in ye old days? Like that. That's the sleeves of this long sleeve dress now. They're like slashed, but stylishly so. And my little purse, the Machiavellian, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
So that is the look as the three of you approach this this group, and they sit relaxed back in the bench, kind of looking at you and eyeing you all up as you approach. It's empty in this park at this point of the night. There may be some people walking, but they're like across the street, very far away. So as you approach, they look at you all and begin to chuckle a little bit.
I knew it.
And one of them kind of like whispers to the other. But the leader, the female, who has the septum piercing and the short black hair, looks at all of you and, can we help you?
Oh, what? This is the one wearing the tank top, right?
Yes, the one wearing the tank top.
They're sitting on a bench, you said?
Yeah, the two other members are sitting on a bench and she's standing in front of them.
Okay, is there anywhere to sit that is nearby them?
There's a bench like 5 feet from them, and then there's a bench like across it's like a cement paveway, and there's some on the other side. It's not like super close. There are other places to sit, but it's just a park bench.
I will stop. I will turn towards them. Well, I was actually just telling, and she'll nod towards Dorian, I was telling him how he looks like a total asshole walking down the street. Wouldn't you agree?
No, I definitely can't say that I disagree.
I was thinking so too. You know, maybe it's easier. She kind of like gives Dorian a look, like a. Well, I suppose we can cut to the chase.
Straight to the business, right?
Yeah. You're Anarchs, right?
Yes. You smell that? And she looks to one of her friends. Looks like we got some bootlickers coming on by. Oh, yeah.
No! Oh my god, my worst nightmare. Kill Bill sirens.
Oh, no.
I smell the expensive perfume. That too.
That's what I figured. Look, I'm really new to all this. The Camarilla stuff and the Anarch stuff, and apparently there's another sect too. So I just really wanted to hear it from you guys first as like genuine Anarchs. What do you guys
bona fide, baby.
What is it you guys stand for?
Oh man.
Why don't you join the Camarilla?
Silas will look at Dorian like, maybe this was a bad idea.
Dorian has the smuggest, shit-eating looking grin on his face right now, just looking at like,
Y'all
all right.
bitches laugh at me, but I promise.
Think of us as a consultative vanguard. An alternative, as some would say.
Oh.
Look, you guys, so you're cami bootlickers, and that's fine. That we smelt it a mile away. We saw the limo.
But why should we not be?
Why should you not be?
Sell
Well,
me on it.
Oh, selling you to the cause. Tonight isn't really evangelist night, so I'm not really here to bring people over. It's not really. I don't need to be honest. So what's the deal? It's enough talk about us. Tell me about you.
But if you're standing for if we're new to kindred society and you're standing for something important, why would we not want to join you in that cause?
Newbies. Oh, they sent the new ones over here, did they? Okay. She looks to the other two. Look, this is, you're coming right at us with all the hard questions, really.
Yeah, it must not be a very good cause if you can't answer, huh?
Look, if you want the quick spark notes of what we are and who we are, I think many Anarchs would say different things, but we do have one cause, one agenda, and it's we don't follow a prince. A prince who says he has everything together, who says that Chicago is at its most peaceful that it's ever been. He says that, but when you really look behind the curtain, all the things that he's let slip through the cracks.
Like what?
Like what? Like, did you know that this area has been, unfortunately, filled with filthy, mangy lupine? Did you know that? And they actually, they've been taking care of some of our own here. So,
Really?
yeah, and you probably didn't hear that from Mr. Jackson, telling you about the bad things that are happening in this area. No.
So why do you want to live here then?
Why do we want to live here? Because we have business here. Why do you want to live where you want to live? To tell you.
Okay, but what's your business? I mean, surely there's got to be a better location for your operations that's not infested with wolves, right?
Wolves. Maybe we want to deal with them because your sweet prince isn't going to be.
But they're helping. Huh.
I mean, if this park is infested by lupine, why not just move and we'll take care of them? Yeah, your mic's not coming through.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Tracy.
Tracy, if it died, come up here. It died. Come up here.
No.
Just come up here.
Run upstairs.
Just sit next to me. Just sit
Run
next to me,
upstairs.
Tracy. Bring your notes and come up here. Just come up here, Tracy.
Run!
She'll sit right here next to me. She runs! Look at her run upstairs to me. She runs! Here she comes!
And I run
Here she
so
comes.
far
Come sit
away.
right here. Come sit right here.
A live set change.
Oh, wow, look at that. You
Hello,
traveled
everybody.
She's traveled so far to be here.
Oh shit, I need earbuds.
Oh,
Oh,
we can do?
we can share.
We can share. There
Okay.
you go.
Alrighty.
Oh my god, look at this
How cute.
improvisation.
So, and this is, I had to get in character, so this is how I was sitting. So don't mind me. So, what would a bunch of rich pricks like you know know it all about lupine and how to deal with them? Oh, let me guess. You'll just call somebody, right? They'll come and exterminate the werewolves.
Yeah.
Hey, what does it matter if it's not your problem? We'll take care of it.
Look, I don't think that's how this is gonna work. You've given me no reason to think you can take care of this problem. Plus, it's personal.
Music got loud.
Personal.
Yes.
You did say some of your kind got
Yes, they were killed.
by the lupine.
Yes. So we want to take care of it.
And where are these lupine located?
Well, the last one was spotted at this park.
So that's why you're held up here.
Yes.
Interesting. What if we found the lupine for you, gave you some info? Would you give up this park?
So that's what it is. You want the park.
We want the park.
We need the park.
Look, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't in order. I'm sure you understand.
Yes, yes. Huh. So the Camis want the park. Don't you have enough territory downtown?
Look,
Isn't the loop
look,
enough?
We
Isn't that
want
where
the
you
park.
guys want?
look, territory is above my pay grade. You might call us bootlickers, but ultimately at the end of the day, we're told to jump, we ask how high. It's as simple as that.
You know, we have leaders too, people who help us figure things out and understand. But we're allowed to ask questions. If somebody says jump and you say how high, you can actually talk about it and learn why. Isn't that something? Don't you ever question why you're asked to do these things? Doesn't it ever? Do you ask those questions? Are you allowed to?
The idea didn't pass my head, no.
Does it bother you?
No.
Not really, no.
Why not? Oh, right, because you have money and luxury. So it doesn't really matter what they tell you to do because you can just go back home in your nice limousine to your cushy little house with all of your money and your boats and all of the retainers and people. And it just doesn't really matter to you, does it?
You don't want that. You don't want to live in safety with retainers and not have to worry where you're going to lay your head at night. You don't want that? Everybody wants that.
You're so sure you speak for everybody, huh? From your ivory tower.
I mean,
it
it's
is
just
pretty
a
nice.
basic need, right? Everybody needs to be safe. You're not safe here. Not like this.
You've even admitted that some of your fellow kind are dead.
Look, we may have, we may not understand what it's like to not have any rules and live free, but I don't have to worry about where I lay my head at night. And I can make sure, we can make sure, that you all don't have to worry about that either. And look, you want to fight your war, your ideological vendetta, you go for it. I support you. Honestly, I do, I'm all for it, but that doesn't really change the here and now situation, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to believe you. Roll me a charisma persuasion, Dorian.
Okay.
Is it
let's do
charisma? Would it be charisma's person? Yeah.
It would be, yeah. It's
Yeah.
in the same, yeah.
Yeah.
5 successes.
Yo, he's persuading.
Business.
Okay.
Business.
Business.
I got good
He good at business.
stats for that one.
All right. Fine. We'll take you up on this offer. You help us deal with the problem. We'll give you the territory. But you're going to need to talk to our boss.
Oh, you're not even in charge.
Yeah. Oh, surprise. We all answer to somebody. Yes. Oh. You're going to go say the same thing. Well, it looks like the Anarchs too have a boss. Yes, we have people who are in charge.
All right. Let's go actually make this deal then.
Yes. Oh, maybe we'll have you meet at one of our places. You know, dress down a little bit for the occasion, maybe. One of our bars. Have you ever been out to East Chicago?
In the
Have
middle
you?
of the lake.
West Chicago. Shit, I forget the lake. Shut the F up, Chris. In the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
There's calling me out.
Which lake is that, Chris?
Michigan. Have you ever been out near Gary?
So that's okay, yeah.
Swing check.
Oh, no, you wouldn't find me anywhere near Gary.
Well, lucky for you, you don't have to actually go to Gary, but just, you know, the in-between. There's a small bar there that our boss likes to frequent. You can meet her there.
All right. Where is that? We can do this tonight?
What's the name of the bar?
No, it's about to be sunup, guys.
Hey, we've got a helicopter.
We do have the helicopter.
We could be there.
There's no fucking
I mean,
helipads
practically now.
near Gary, Indiana.
You don't need a
It's not that
helipad.
far.
There's nothing in Gary, Indiana, so we can just land
The
wherever.
whole thing is a fucking helipad. Sorry, Gary residents.
Sorry, Gary.
They look at you guys like, is this for real? When you say you have a helicopter. Maybe in a couple of nights.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say he immediately starts making a call.
We need the helicopter.
Okay, a couple of days.
All right.
They write something down on a piece of paper
Hey.
with notes on where it is.
What's it gonna take to get you out of this park tonight on a temporary basis while we continue these negotiations?
Damn. Okay, Dorian.
What's it gonna take?
I really wanted to conclude this tonight, and if it's not gonna happen, I just want to make something concrete happen here.
It would take you crashing the next Elysium in your underwear and walking on the stage and mooning Prince Kevin Jackson.
Oh my god. I mean, to be fair, I would kind of like that too.
How about
That would be
how about-
good.
That'd be good. Look, if
How
we got
about-
the deal, he might say yes.
How about $50,000?
$50,000. You can just give that away like that? 50,000?
My point about
I mean, that's not nothing. But yeah, $50,000. That seems more than fair. You can all be in some very nice hotel. Hell, I'll actually throw in a nice spot at one of our suites for all of you. What is our hotel chain again?
so many he can't fucking remember.
Ethos International. Yeah, at the Ethos International.
We don't want your hotel. We don't want your money. What did I say?
I mean, you really don't want the money.
Dorian, what if I can give them something more valuable?
What could you possibly offer that would be more valuable?
Who'd you lose? Someone important to you?
Someone important to my boss.
I can do this thing and talk to other people. I could find out more about what happened to them. Give you information on what happened, probably.
That might be helpful.
Or, hell, any kind of a piece of information, anything that I could reach out into the web to find to get you out of here tonight.
I'm gonna have you both roll additional charisma persuasion, to see if you can convince them. It's gonna be tough because they really don't want to leave.
Four successes.
Dorian?
4 successes, Dorian.
Oh, sorry, 4 successes for me as well.
No.
4 successes. Okay. All right. If you stake out the rest of the night, right until sunrise, hopefully you can make it back in time. If you see any activity, then you can let us know when you meet us at the bar in a couple of nights. And yes, if you can do some research, whatever it is you do, to try to help learn about what happened.
Do you have anything to go off of?
Anything for me to start with? Their name? Where they were?
I don't really have anything, but she would.
Okay.
But they're in the park. That's what you're saying?
It happened in the park.
Okay.
It happened over a month ago now.
And they were killed by a lupine, right?
Yeah, no mistake.
Do you know their gender at all?
He was killed by a lupine.
Well, that's a start. About a month ago in this park.
Yes.
Okay.
Look, she may have something of his that you can use to try to, like, maybe help, but we don't have much here.
Okay.
It's just us. So,
No, that's okay. I can probably make that work. And if not, whatever additional information she gives me, maybe somebody out there knows.
So we have a deal then?
why does this have to be so official? Can't we
It's
just...
just who he is.
I just want to make sure that you're going
Are
to be
you
leaving tonight.
gonna make me sign a
and that we're going
contract?
He might. Watch out.
You know, you could just nod your head yes. I mean, just any type of assent that I know that we are on the same
Sure.
page here.
We have a deal. We'll be out for tonight. You stay here and stake out.
Until we talk to your boss, right? You're out. See, this is why I wanted to.
We said tonight.
Did say tonight.
We're back here tomorrow.
Then what's the point?
Yeah, there's no point then. Yeah, right. Look, here's what I was planning on doing. If you leave here, we'll get a bunch of our retainers to stake out this park. Every corner of this park be one of our guys. They'll be here day and night up until we figure this out or you come back. and we'll have information. But if you're here, I mean, you can keep dealing with the problem yourselves. We'll talk to your boss in a few days.
Fine. And you know what? Can you write me that check for 50,000 right now?
Well, what do I get for the 50,000 then?
That's just part of the deal.
We already negotiated the deal.
Well, now I want the 50,000.
Okay. You can have the 50,000. And he pulls out a checkbook and he writes the 50,000.
Expenses.
He just writes it.
There you go.
Your name?
I'm Dina.
Hey,
Gangrel.
I'll just write it out. I'll write it out to cash. Oh. Did we get an... Okay, well, we got a name. Surprised you have a bank account, but all right. And he writes it out to you.
Thank you. She hands it to her other coterie, and they like look at it, and they're like and they're like kind of like looking at it. One of them takes a bite out of the edge.
Oh my.
Like they're so
And they like chew on it.
these little wolfy boys.
All right. Well, we'll head out then. We'll wipe our asses with this.
Oh my god.
Don't get a paper cut, it'll get infected.
Oh, yes, of course. We get those now. We're kindred. Gotta
Oh, that's right.
keep sharp, doctor.
How they don't know my doctor?
You look like a doctor.
Ah,
You fucking doctor.
and you look like you need a shower. Get out of my face.
Get out of the park.
Yeah.
Hooligans.
They roll their eyes and make their way out of the park. And the three of you are left for the last hour of moonlight to sit here and stake out this park in
I'm
your
not just sitting.
half
No, we're
fancy outfits.
We're calling our people. They'll be here
No,
before the
no,
hour.
I'm sitting. I am doing a sit.
We're honoring the deal.
I'm doing a sit. I gotta reach
Alright,
into the
alright.
web, you know.
Alright,
It's
if you're saying,
better
I'm
that I'm
saying.
in the place when I reach in.
Willow, do you want to do... You know what? Yes. Let's have Willow, do you want to try to invoke one of these visions that you
Oh,
get?
yeah.
Okay.
I figure in the place where it happened is best.
Yes.
I got an hour.
Pull up your character sheet really quick. What I forget what aspects you have.
I have
Sense the unseen and heightened senses.
yes.
You don't quite have some of the higher aspects abilities that would allow you to you know what? Just roll me a sense the unseen, a wits and aspects.
Okay.
And let's see if there's anything around that you could
Just
detect.
click it. Oh yeah, wow, nice.
I don't know why I thought you.
3 successes.
3 successes.
Don't you have to make a rouse check?
And yes, you do have to make a rouse check. Thank you for reminding me.
Because I was about to do that, and I was like, I don't want to make a rouse check.
Yes, and you
Oh, one success.
yes,
Yeah,
you
it's a
rolled
success.
a 10. So you don't get hungrier, but you do this sense the unseen to see if there's anything around that you detect, any presence that might not be completely visible, something cloaked in the shadows, or even just other entities in the area. And you do feel that there was a presence here, a bestial presence, similar to your own beast, but not the same. It feels different. It feels full of rage.
Oh,
You feel that it was here, but it's not here present currently. but you sense that energy here, a feeling of rage.
Rage. So this person was killed out of rage. She will come, like, she was probably, like, sat down, like, crossed her legs on the ground. And, like, closes her eyes for a bit. And then kind of just comes out of it. Well,
What do you got?
definitely felt something. I felt like us, but different, so I assume that's the lupine.
Okay.
And a lot of rage. Like, a lot. So, whatever they did, they killed them out of rage. That's important to this leader that they have. He must have done something to upset the lupine. I don't know what yet. I can continue to try as the days go on until we meet her, but...
Well, there's a lot of good information. I mean, maybe we should talk to Jacques and Dad and find out what they know about the lupine and maybe get a little bit more insight into what we're wading into here.
Yeah.
Also, we should probably find out which Camarilla feeding grounds are closest to this so we can let them know that there's a lupine on the loose in the neighborhood.
That's pissed.
That's a good point.
Very smart.
Might even get some reinforcements that way.
Yes. A smart idea. Is there anything else the three of you would like to do in this evening, in your last hour of moonlight?
I don't think tonight. No.
Not tonight.
I
no.
think, yeah.
Good job being an asshole, Dorian. It worked.
Good job blending in and making them think you're one of them.
Yeah, no, you, great icebreaker, Willow.
It didn't. really
Silas.
work,
Yes.
As you all are sitting in the park, you hear a beep on your beeper, a pager that you have. You have a pager as a doctor.
Am I allowed to have that?
You are allowed to have it.
Okay,
It is low
okay.
tech. And it is once similar to Dorian's phone that is only for the company. This pager is what you have as a doctor when an emergency is called in. And it usually is the easiest and fastest way to contact you if there's ever an emergency. That's all it's used for, is for medical emergencies. You get a pager, a beep, beep, beep.
I look at it.
It's Dorian's wife. She's gone into labor.
Baby.
She didn't call me. She didn't have. She didn't have a
Damn,
way to
she
call
called
me.
your brother first. I wonder what that means.
This was
Yeah, what does
not.
that mean?
This was his. This was his
Hospital.
hospital calling him, not a personal call, by the way. And that is where we will stop for the evening, as that is what is going to happen next week. Though we'll see if Dorian even makes it for the birth of his children, because the sun is coming up.
That it is.
Can we get a room with some blackout
No.
curtains?
So-
no. I didn't. Oh no, that's not good.
The sun is coming up,
All right.
and your wife is in labor. What are you going to say to her? Think about the things you're going to have to say to her when you have to make an excuse for why you have to leave.
Oh,
When we return for our next episode of Ancestral Blood, our episode 3, which will happen in just 2 weeks from now. We will not be live. Well, we will have some content next Friday for Vampire the Masquerade. I believe we will just upload to YouTube, though, but we'll make sure to post it for everybody to see. That'll be
Discord.
happening. Yes, so definitely join our Discord and, follow us on YouTube, subscribe to us on YouTube. We will have some exclusive, like, one-off content with our kindred for next week. And then the coterie will be back together 2 weeks from now in
Yes.
November. And we will see you all then.
The 17th.
The 17th, thank you.
Yep.
See you all then for more Ancestral Blood. Have a good evening, everybody.
Good night.
Stay thirsty.
Good night.
Yay.
Yay.
Biggest sleepy.
Are we hot mic'd?
Sleepy.
I think we're
Okay, we're good. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.